And we're ready. Ooh.
Quick.
Welcome to Books We Never Read.
Except for those we have.
I'm Jason.
I'm Nicole.
And today is our second reading for The Tenant by Freida McFadden. And by reading, I mean... we're going to talk about the book. I'm not reading it to you. We've been saying that a lot lately.
Good job.
Thank you.
So if you have not read through chapter 40 of The Tenant by Freida McFadden, you should leave and come back after you've read. Because we're about to hop right on into it. We are available on YouTube Music as a podcast. And we're on Fable, where the discussion can go chapter by chapter, and that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Shelby been up in there.
Yeah, I went and read all the comments.
And fun other quick announcement. Over the week, Books We Never Read celebrated their 3-year anniversary. So,
Yeah.
happy 3-year anniversary, guys.
This past Thursday, we've been doing this for 3 years.
We've been doing it for 3 years, or are we going on year 3? How does that work? 22 to 23, 23
First year
to
is year
24,
zero.
24 to 25.
3
Yeah,
years.
we've been doing it 3 years. Sorry, that's probably loud.
It's like a birthday.
3 years. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
And the chat has noticed the chairs and not the couch. So,
we got some new furniture.
We got some chairs.
It's more comfortable for us.
Mm-hmm.
We hope the vibe is still nice.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I think it looks more chatty. Like it looks, I don't know. I think it looks cleaner.
Does it look chatty?
Yeah. Chatty.
Peggy, did somebody spoil something for you?
No.
I hope not. I hope not.
That's terrible.
So, okay. Firstably, I want to talk about the timing of this book. The way it's laid out.
Yeah.
So we split books for the sake of the book club in fairly equal chunks of reading, like time-wise. And that is not how this book is split up. It is in 4 parts. We are still in part 1. There's like 2 or 3 more chapters in part 1. So all of this week's reading that we're going to have is 2 through 4. What on earth could possibly happen in parts 2 through 4? I feel like we're already getting close to the end. Like, I feel like it's hyped up. This dude's about to go drive and meet this girl's parents. I don't even know why. That's so stupid and weird. What else is going on?
I don't really feel like we're at the end. I feel like we are like almost to the middle. I don't know why I feel like that, but like I feel like we have a lot more like psychosis to go before we're at, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess maybe we've already murdered people, so like, what do I know? But
Who murdered them though?
Yeah. I was yelling about this with Nicole last night. Like, I don't. If he killed Mr. Zimmerly, like, whatever, right? Like, don't murder. Please don't murder. But like, okay, whatever, right? You didn't like the man. What really bothers me, the single most psychotic thing that has happened so far is him finding fingers like shoved up in his floorboards or whatever, and not wondering whose fingers they were. And, like, it's not even the fact that he's like, well, I'm just not going to tell the cops. If I found fingers, I might not tell the cops. Like, it just depends. Especially if the cops had just come talk to me about murdering my neighbor. But the fact that he never once, like, wonders whose fingers they are really bugs me.
With pink nail polish.
So, okay, so chat. Have we had anyone described so far with pink nail polish? Because I feel like we have. And I'm concerned that it might be Malcolm's girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Just because I feel like there might have been a section whenever they go to their house the first time, whenever Krista and Blake go over, that maybe it mentioned her fingernails.
Her pink nails.
Yeah. But I don't know. But you guys may be aware. All right, so Peggy's saying maybe a part of him, maybe a part of him in jail. Yeah, maybe. You know, the other thing about this, okay, so now people are talking about the stain, right? And the other thing about the stain is that it's like where Krista is supposed to have died, right? So, like, that's concerning from the psychic's prediction. So, I don't know.
What's their clock doing at Zimmerly's house?
Yeah. The other thing about, like, missing the fingers is, like, if I thought maybe I was losing my mind and I found fingers, the first thing I would do is call you and be like, do you have all your fingers? Right? Like, I just want to make sure. And he doesn't do that. Like, he doesn't even call Krista. He has found a stain on the floor, but he does see Krista after the stain. I will say that.
Yeah. Does he?
Yes, he goes over to
with
Malcolm's
the shirt
house.
Inside out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he do with the fingers?
I think it said he like stuck them in a bag. It didn't even say that he like threw them away. He put them in a bag.
They were already in a bag.
Like he might have like rebagged them.
I hope he put them in the freezer or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yuck.
So far, I think the book, I'm in like a weird place. Like the more I think about the mystery, the more excited I am to like solve it.
Yeah.
But like the reading is like super short, and it's just and one of the things I was yelling about was that I don't find anybody to be redeemable except for like maybe like Malcolm's girlfriend because we don't know her.
Yeah.
But there's just like nobody for me to root for. Like I'm not even sure I like Krista. So I'm gonna scoot my chair up a little bit.
You hitting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So some like theories going on, hypotheses going on the Fable chat.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
He keeps describing how he's going for all these runs. He does not remember being up all night pacing, and everyone has described him as being up all night pacing. Mm-hmm. And so Shelby, I think it's Shelby, has said that maybe when he thinks he's running through Central Park, he's really up all night pacing. I think when he's describing going for his runs is when he's out doing bad stuff, cutting off fingers and killing neighbors and whatever. And you think the cookies are drugged.
Yeah, wait, so let's hop back to this before we get to the cookie theory. Do we think that he's like sleep murdering? And sleep chopping fingers?
That's interesting, isn't it?
I mean, like, I'm asking.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so my going theory right now is that somehow Krista's poisoning him. I don't know why, but with the cookies, because there's so much focus on the cookies for no reason.
Well, they're delicious.
But they come up over and over, and every time she sees them, she's like, "Here's a cookie," right? And like, I don't know, what if it's like a mold situation, or like, what if she's poisoning him on purpose? And like, I mean, but everything is so connected, right? Malcolm gets his job, and it turns out Whitney actually might be psychotic, and I mean, it just goes and goes and
he's
goes.
Like, he remembers something about the town she's from, but can't place it. That's weird.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's mentioned that a couple of times now, like how familiar the place sounds. And I feel like a lot of the beginning of the book was him demonstrating to us how wholesome their relationship is. Mm-hmm. Like,
True.
With the number level pressure hug squeeze and the cookies and, you know, how much dry cleaning he had done because he really liked her and, you know, all that stuff. I don't know. But, like, never is there any discussion of, like, why they love each other.
Right. Yeah. Maybe the final murder in this is he kills Krista and he's like strangling her and he's like, this is a 10.
Yikes.
I'm just saying. That'd be dark.
That would be dark.
I don't like Blake.
So speaking of stinky bags, okay, so this is the second stinky bag you found, the one with the fingers.
Yeah.
The first stinky bag you found at the beginning of this reading as well, and that's the bag with the rotten apple in the top of the cabinet that he got to by standing on the stool that Krista always told him not to use because it was going to crash and break, and it crashed and broke. Like, oh my gosh. But, yeah, and he just dumps it on Whitney's bed.
Yeah, that part was wild.
Why do you think that would help this situation? Where do you go from there? Yeah. And then he's like, I'm just lying awake at night in fear that she's going to kill me in my sleep. Holy cow. Well, you dumped maggots on her bed.
You know what's really wild is that, like, Whitney never acknowledges it, and then he rats himself out to Krista.
Yeah, and she's like, what? Like, no wonder Krista moves out.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. I wonder if we're going to get the retelling of this story from someone else in the house's point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm definitely like he's an unreliable narrator, and we start to put the pieces together. I think it's good. First off, everybody's talking about the fruit flies. Nobody likes the fruit fly thing, right? And Peggy was saying that it seems so weird to her that she loves him and they're engaged, but she never believes anything he says. She's never on his side. And like, that's true.
That's
and
weird.
There's the whole, like, they finally find the lip gloss, and they find his phone in Whitney's sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just, like, seems like an obvious setup. Like, I don't know anybody who would just be like, oh my god, your phone is in her sheets. Who puts their phone in their bed? If they're doing something, like, if they're cheating on somebody, like, you'd leave it on, like, a nightstand or I don't know. Like, why is it in the bed? Right? Like, y'all just, like, hanging out and you're watching YouTube and fell asleep and, like, oh, like, okay. Like, don't do that, but, like, okay. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then, yeah, and then the bleach thing, right? Like, so Goldie dies.
Yeah, Goldie.
Who, like, I don't care at all about Goldie dying.
She was the only good
Doesn't
character.
bother.
Dang.
I was really going for Goldie being the murderer, and
well, this whole time he's been talking about like how obsessive of a parent he's become to Goldie, and how he just loves watching her swim around. And then by the end of it, he's like, I never liked her that much.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want to dig with this spoon more than a few inches.
That was kind of funny that they were digging with a spoon.
That was funny. One time I buried a chinchilla in a very similar way.
Chinchilla.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, and so like they find the point about the fish is that they find the bleach in the closet. Look, if I was killing fish, I'm not hiding the bleach in the closet.
Put it under the kitchen sink.
Where it goes. Because that's how you cover up.
Also, Krista works in a place that cleans laundry for a living.
True. That's true.
And when she smells the bowl, she's like, well, I don't know what bleach smells like. Who doesn't know what bleach smells like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, have you sprayed a shower before with any store-bought pre-mixed bleach solution? Like, who doesn't know what bleach smells like?
Well, and
have you smelled the tap water? No.
Whitney and Krista immediately team up about the fish thing, right? Because Krista's like, oh my god, Blake was gonna flush it down the toilet, and Whitney's like, oh my god, how could you?
She's a part of this family and will never be the same without her.
And then it's Whitney's idea for people to say words, right?
Yeah.
For the fish funeral.
We should speak about this. We should say something.
Whitney's kind of a savage, but
she's funny.
Yeah.
If she's bad, she's the kind of bad I can like from a distance.
Yeah.
Housewives bad? Yeah. I don't remember, and I need to start like quoting text when I make notes.
I read some of your notes and I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, because I was scared to like spoil stuff, but
well, people just should not read the chapters notes. I mean, it's set up to be spoiler proof if you use it correctly.
Okay, but there was a whole thing where Blake went through this thought process of like physically hurting. It was either Whitney or Chris. Oh, making Krista stay. He was like, I'm bigger than her. I could make her stay. I could force her to not leave this apartment. Oh my god.
Yeah, and he imagines choking out Whitney, right?
Yes.
The chat is now calling this a level 11 hug.
Did.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And so Peggy points out that Blake is the one who cleans the house, and that Krista makes a comment about how like obsessive he is about it. So I guess it does make sense that he would be the one to like know about the bleach and all that. I'm not saying that she would not know about bleach, but
sure.
But still, just because you're the one who cleans the house doesn't mean you keep it in your side of the closet.
Have you ever swam in a pool? I mean, because the smell in bleach is the chlorine. That's what you're smelling.
Yeah.
You know what the smell is.
Yeah.
Krista. Getting on my nerves. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah. So speaking of housewives, I did reference a housewife in my notes on chapter 29. Mm-hmm. So, he's kind of going through his like thought process of like, everyone thinks I cheated my company, but I didn't cheat my company.
Right.
But he didn't fight it.
Yeah.
He just lets the accusations go. Krista thinks that he cheated on her. And everyone thinks that like he's not doing well and he's going crazy. If in the words of Heather Dubrow from The Housewives, if everyone's telling you you're dead, it's time to lie down. Like, if everyone is telling you something is wrong, you need to hear that.
Yeah, for sure.
Sir, everyone is telling you that something is wrong.
And that's kind of my point, right? Like, everything is so interconnected that either this is like a weirdly massive conspiracy to an end that I do not yet understand, or you're not okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's too obvious that Blake is losing his mind. Like,
Right.
I think it's too obvious. And so I don't think that's where we're going.
Unless we're just reading a book about the
and like
falling apart of this one guy.
we might could. That's dark. That's real dark. But you know, I don't know. But yeah, he and at points he seems to think like, wow, okay, that was a bit far, and he like doesn't do anything about it, you know. But yeah, the chat's agreeing he needs to take a nap.
Like a nap under supervision.
Heavily medicated nap.
Last week you mentioned like a secret window type situation, and I could definitely see this being that he's imagining all of this.
Mm-hmm.
He, you know, at one point he talks about how Whitney goes out every once in a while, but he's never seen her have any friends or anything like that. He's like, what's wrong with this girl? She didn't have any friends. Dude, you don't have any friends.
Okay, but that's changed. She now has been seen with Malcolm.
Yeah. They talk, they're friends. He knows her from the
diner.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Which Malcolm's got some funny business going on anyway, because when they went to that bar to like hang out and those girls were like, he went and hung out with them.
Yeah, I just think like
Blake
all the
Rage
guys
quit.
are greasy for some reason. I don't know why, but like it is. And like he was poking. I don't know. Okay, I want to jump back for a second to like Blake never like standing up for himself for anything, and like you took it in a different direction than I thought you were going to take it, and you said like, hey, if everybody's telling you something is wrong, maybe something is wrong, but like we still don't understand enough about like what he supposedly did to this company.
Right.
Or whatever, you know?
That he sold his ideas to someone else.
I mean, like, and he just, like, rolled over and took it, and like, to the point where whenever he discusses this incident with other people, we still don't get a lot of information.
No, he's just like, of course I'd never do that.
What if he really did sell out his company? And what if he made 20 million? I'm trying to pick a number that would make me do this. 20 million bucks. I'd do this for 20 million bucks. And he's made his $20 million, but he has to find a way to like get away with this crime. So he and Krista are purposefully imploding their relationship, and he's purposefully trying to be psychotic so that like he can like go off grid, and then they can have their 20 million and like live their little lives or something, right? Like what if he's like faking his own death or something? I don't know. I don't think that's happening, but like,
yeah, but if there's proof of like some kind of build up to a disappearance, people are like, nah, he just dipped out.
Yeah.
He just like quit the chat. But if you just randomly disappear, then it's a whole thing, and people have to look for you in their morning.
But if everybody's like, oh, he was psychotic, and he probably like put himself in the river.
Yeah. Someone else that I spoke to about this book, who's reading the book with us, was just like, dude, like, your dad has offered for you to come back to where?
Yeah, like Ohio,
somewhere
Indiana
weird.
or something.
Come run the shop. Come live a simple life.
Yeah.
Where there's some trees and grass.
Yeah, I would take it in a heartbeat. That sounds like a sweet deal.
And you can just skedaddle on out of there and start over. It sounds like you need to start over, Blake. Yeah. Sometimes you've gone too far, too hard. You need a reset. That would be a great reset. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And neither of them seem, like some people want to live in the big city because they like to be doing some big city stuff. You know, like they want to be going out all night and they want to be part of the hustle and the bustle. He ain't hustling and he ain't bustling. He was real busy with work, but you could do that at the hardware store. You can work hard anywhere. Yeah. I don't see how they're not going to shows. They're not big into fashion. Like the things that you kind of think people live in New York for. Yeah. Well, and I guess the theory is that he was like staying for Krista, but like now he doesn't even have that. Like, dog, just leave. And then if you get a big city job again, move back. Staying for Krista, but Krista doesn't have any reason to stay in New York, it seems like. She's just there. Yeah. I don't know. This whole thing is so weird. None of this makes sense.
Peggy says he can't even afford Chinese food and moved to Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, he eats at the little halal thing, which honestly, when I read that, I was like, oh, I could do this right now.
Yeah. I hate that it gave Krista food poisoning that one time, but Okay, I also got really mad at the way that he just told Malcolm that he was going to borrow his car.
Yeah, that part doesn't bother me, but it's really bothering Nicole.
Really bothers me.
Give me your car, bro.
What, are you in the garage or are you on the street?
Where you at, dog?
Sorry, what? And where are you going? And do you even have a driver's license anymore? Do you have insurance? Like, no, you don't have insurance. What did he end up doing? He ended up renting a car?
No, I don't think we've solved that yet at all.
Right, that's where we leaving off. My goodness, this book is wild. And I talked to the book the whole time. I'm like, dude. I'd have freaked out about Goldie too. That was sad. And I still don't understand why, like, 10 chapters before, Blake was like, I love that fish. I know that's weird, but I love that fish. And then when the fish dies, he's like,
Well, I think he was like, I don't know, it was like a performance for Krista or something. I don't know. But, like, if he is not losing his mind, and if this is some sort of thing, this is a lot of... I feel like this is expensive, right? If you want to, like, gaslight somebody to this level, I feel like that is costly. I don't know. But I would charge a lot. And to what end, right? Like, to what end?
I can't wait to finish this book. Like, I just need to know.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I know I'm going to be sitting on my computer or painting or something. She's just going to come in and stare at me. Or I'm going to, like, hear her in the laundry room yelling. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, he really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been, like, leaning more and more and more. I don't know why, but, like, I'm melting. Like, real leaned over.
We got to get used to the layout. Yeah, and if someone's doing all this to Blake, they're definitely crazier. And the school secretary is implying that Whitney might
could
just be
and
like
would.
this.
Yes.
And that she either drove someone to jump off a roof or pushed someone off a roof and then left town.
Yeah. But she also knows about, like, the alleged theft and, like, other things like that.
Mm-hmm. What's up with the guy at the hot dog stand? He was also a tenant.
And he knows Whitney.
Interviewee.
Yeah.
Allegedly. You know, we didn't see all the interviews. We just hear Blake saying, like, oh, yeah, we interviewed that person.
Yeah.
Did you? Because we didn't see it.
That's fair. Yeah. But that person says you need to treat Whitney right.
What the heck?
So again, we have, like, a friend or something of Whitney. All right, let's jump in real quick. So Peggy's saying Whitney said she'd go. Where is she going to go? And what's with her threat of way before the 30 days? She demanded notice and then doesn't want it.
Oh yeah. I'll be gone way before then.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's ominous.
Good.
Yes,
that's what I'm asking you to do.
Appreciate it, but it seems dark. Shelby says the secretary was just waiting for the day that Cosby got ready. Yeah, fair. It was on her bingo card.
Yeah. I mean, that ain't good when the school secretary remembers you. We like to think that people remember, like, the good folk, but you don't.
Okay, so Peggy is saying that the guy with the penguin hat guy, which is the guy you're talking about at the halal
he had a
stand.
Penguin hat?
It don't matter. But she's saying that
What?
he was also at the bar that night with Malcolm.
How do you know? Tell me more.
Interesting.
Tell me more.
I'm not sure that he was with Malcolm, but
But he was there. How do you know?
I mean, he might just live in the neighborhood.
That well,
it's not like Blake goes anywhere.
I guess they all do just kind of live in that area.
Yeah.
But still, it's still Manhattan, right? Like, it's still.
Yeah.
There's a bajillion people visiting and living there all at once.
Peggy said, you said, how do you know? Peggy says, it says so.
I totally missed that, though. Peggy.
That's rough. Yeah. She knows because the book told her.
Peggy. Wasn't the penguin hat guy?
Yes, he is the one who almost drilled a hole in the wall. He Blake specifically mentions that when we see him again at the hot dog stand.
Yeah, what was that about?
I could go for a hot dog. Sounds good. One time I ate at this like halal pizza place. So good.
Best pizza you said you ever had.
Really good. Yeah, I don't know. I really have no good guesses, but I'm still betting on cookies. I feel like, and the only reason I'm betting on cookies is because they come up enough subtly that it's a Chekhov's gun situation, but now it's Chekhov's cookies, right? Like it's a thing.
I'm gonna bring up my guess from the retreat, and because at some point this has to happen. I'm guessing carbon monoxide poisoning. Because they all crazy.
Yeah, it's still a good guess.
Thank you. And that could legit be the case here. These are old homes, these brownstones. They're old. Do you have a carbon monoxide detector hanging up in there?
Do we think the fingers are real, or are they, like, imaginary?
You stole my story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be imaginary. The flies might be imaginary, even though Krista saw them the first time.
Yeah. What if Krista and Whitney are like non-fraternal twins or whatever? Whatever the deal is where you can like look different. I don't know.
Fraternal.
And
identical is when they look the same. Fraternal is when they're different.
Okay, but is that because like one's a boy and one's a girl?
No.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway, but like what if they're twins? Or like what if they're related and like this is some game?
And that's why the hometown sounds vaguely familiar because Krista's from there too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's running all these background checks on Whitney. Do you run a background check on Krista?
You should always run a background check.
Just saying. I'm scrolling through the chat. I feel bad for the neighbor, grumpy neighbor.
He had like a daughter who wouldn't speak to him, but like probably because he was a turd.
Yeah.
All right, so Peggy's saying she thinks the fingers are real.
What if she cut off her own fingers? Bled out on the floor. Then leveled herself.
I felt bad earlier because I said the word kill and I was like, I don't know if you're supposed to do that on YouTube or not, but like who cares? Nobody like there's 7 of us.
We're talking about a book.
But like, you know, sometimes people say like unalive.
Yeah.
But like now we're gonna start saying level 11.
Yeah. Well, unalived was like a way to change the narrative about self-harm and I don't know.
Shelby, depending on how this story ends up, I might need a what is this called?
Cross stitch.
Yeah, cross stitch. I might need a cross stitch about level 11.
Level 11. Level 11.
Just depending on, we need to figure out how this ends first before we make that joke. But
we've got a new, we've got a new code word for the book club. So, interesting question about the basements. Don't some of these places kind of share basements? Since aren't they all attached?
Yeah,
kind of like they share a wall.
Yeah. You know what's wild is we went through like 40 chapters and then find out he has a backyard. That bothered me. So like, you know, Peggy's saying like, well, what if there's a basement? Or, you know, like, okay. Like, yeah, we might find out there's a basement because I just found out he had a backyard.
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Oh, I'll be out before the 30 days.
Yeah.
Level 11 herself in the basement. I want to know what got spoiled for Peggy.
No, don't tell us. I don't want to spoil.
Well, no, like afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that someone spoiled it for you. What a bummer. It's funny that it's like fun to make guesses and stuff, but it's not fun to know.
I'm bad about that. I mean, y'all know me. I love a good guess.
Well, and by the time this is all done, we're gonna be like, we knew it because we made 80,000 guesses and we didn't know. We don't know nothing. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of retreat type vibes from this.
I mean, okay, and so yeah, I don't want to ruin the retreat in case anybody has not read that.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. But like, I'm thinking about the way that wrapped up, and I'm trying to think, is that even possible here? And if the retreat is in any way similar to this, then who done it? And I don't know yet, right? Like I don't know who would have done it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Shelby already finished the book.
I mean, it's probably like 6 extra minutes of reading.
That's
right?
it. But I wouldn't be able to know, like, timeline wise, like what can or can I not say.
I mean, if you maybe take notes or something, but
still,
Shelby's smarter than I am and can probably keep it separated.
That's tough. I could only do that like when teaching a book, but that's because I'd read the book 80,000 times, so I knew every word and like every order of things. It's a brownstone. Isn't bothering you? Oh my goodness, you guys.
Peggy says she accidentally listened to chapter 44, but read back so she knew what not to say.
Yeah. Well, it happens so fast. These chapters are so short.
There was one chapter that was like 8 pages long, and I was like, is my thing broken? Right? Like, it just seemed too long.
Y'all are so good.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people reading this book, and some folks that aren't like with us on the chat today, so it's real popular. I think people like that it's a relatively easy read.
Yeah. And just quick, kind of mindless, kind of fun.
Yeah.
We're drawing it out, and I think that makes it fun, like, to have this, 30 minutes where we can just speculate wildly.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, sure.
If left to my own devices, I'd finish this whole book in one sitting and be like, and then forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, cool, like a burned an afternoon, but like this is more fun. Yeah. Sure.
Uh-oh, there's a problem while playing the stream.
So yes, we have a new book. We are announcing it today. I'm not going to do it yet because I forgot which one I picked, but I think I'm going to pick one off of... I've been picking books that are popular or like highly suggested, and I have not been... And like, I'm interested in them, but I have not been picking books that I wanted to read. The last time I picked a book that I wanted to read was Elder Race. I really wanted to read that, so I picked it. And I'm going to pick another one that I really want to read. And we'll just see what happens. But it might be long. Heads up. Oh, cool. Shelby's got somebody that she invited to the book club, and there's some English teachers that she knows reading this book. Yeah.
Nice. I'm struggling to get back in.
We are coming up with some interesting video ideas that would not be live necessarily, but might be like fun little projects, and we're going to work on those.
Yeah.
Just tell in the chat. I told you already.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yep.
I'm all messed up.
Yeah, you're in. It's just running slow. We're okay, though. Over here.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so assigning a long book right now.
Okay.
It's rude.
I'll,
Second week of school.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, but so to say this, we're going to meet next week to finish this book, but the following week, what is that, Labor Day? We will not be meeting for Labor Day weekend. And so if we choose a long book, we will have 2 weeks until our next meeting. And so that's part of the calculus of how long a book should be.
It might be a 4-week read instead of a 3-week read.
Yeah.
And that'd be nice.
So we'll figure something out.
And that's really nice too, because now we have a place to like load our thoughts in chapter by chapter.
Right.
So we don't forget.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah, Fable's really cool, and I'll do a better job today when I'm reading of plugging in my thoughts after each chapter, if I have any. We've had several people join our Fable that I don't know if they've ever joined the show, but like whatever, come hang out.
Oh yeah, it's
you read the book the way you want to read it. That's what's important.
yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
I don't like Blake.
Watch you be like the only good character at the end of this. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna feel real bad for him because boy, the turntables are gonna have to be turning.
Yeah.
In the words of Michael Scott.
It's gonna be real dark if like we go through this whole book thinking like certainly it's not Blake, certainly he's not losing his mind, and then like in the end he's just like committed and like in a straitjacket and like that's it.
Or he's writing a book and everything's opposites. Don't say what that goes to. Just in case you haven't read it yet.
Yeah, this is his way of processing all of his trauma.
Right.
He's processing like losing his job and having to have a roommate.
I mean, dude, there were just it's all about choices.
Yeah.
And he's just made some really poor choices.
Yeah. You know, there is one other thriller that I do want to read. It's been popping up on my Fable a lot, and it is one of the books I want to read, but I'm not going to pick it next. I don't think because we just like did that. It's called like Into the Woods or something like that, but it's
God of the
really
Woods.
Cool. No. Oh,
okay.
Into the Woods.
Really? Okay. There's Into the Woods is a musical.
Okay, so it's not called Into the Woods. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a thriller out there that has gotten good reviews, and I want to read it.
That's exciting. I like it.
That's called Hidden Pictures. It's not even close. Well, okay. Anyway.
Glad I doubted you.
That's not our next book. I'm just saying, like that's on my list. It's something I'm interested.
But you're not gonna say what the because you don't remember which one you picked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm leaning more like fantasy sci-fi again. Something.
Sure.
We've done a lot of like real world stuff lately. So.
What did we read before this?
Tomorrow.
That's right. Sorry.
We've read like a lot of like heavy things, and I think I'm still gonna pick something heavy, but something fantastically heavy.
Oh. I was having some flashbacks to Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell and the Midnight Circus, and like I don't know, something like triggered the memory of those books in my mind. And
well, so that's one of the books in the running is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're just rambling.
Yeah, we rambling. That's okay. We can go.
Cool. All right, so we are gonna finish up this book. Meet next Sunday, same time, same place, to discuss how Blake was totally innocent the whole time.
Shucks. Sorry, Blake. Dang. Yeah. And I'm gonna feel like a jerk because I've been real hard at like everything he says. I'm like, you're an idiot. Get out of here.
What if what we're reading is like the police report from the point of view of like Krista and Whitney, who are like taking Blake for all his money or something? And he's never done any of this, but like they're just alleging that he did.
And I really hate this about myself, but I think I'll still hate him.
Yeah.
Even if he's the victim here, and that's just terrible.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? It's because it's not real. And I know it's not real. And so I can be hard on this not real situation in person. Dang, I feel like a bad person right now.
Well, I don't know that. I'm just guessing. So, anyway.
But it's got to be something like that because it's like way too obvious that he's a turd.
I mean, like, honestly, if she's like such a prolific author, at least like every 12 books or so, you need to have one where like, oh no, he did it, and you knew the whole time, right?
Maybe. And I do want to say this too. You can be both a turd and a victim.
Sure.
You know, like you're not. It's not all good, all bad, all whatever.
Yeah.
Like he could be a real piece of work, but also be getting screwed over right now, getting his comeuppance.
Yeah. Anyway,
we'll
go ahead and close it out. We want to appreciate everybody for showing up for our 3-year anniversary show.
We want to appreciate, or we do appreciate.
I want to appreciate. I don't yet.
We will in the future. There's a couple of new people that popped into the chat. Hello.
Yep. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We hope you like to read.
Yeah, because that's
what we do.
That's all we do.
Yep. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Bye. Happy reading. Happy.
See y'all next time. See y'all on Fable in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.